Hit the live button, didn't even get a drink. What an amateur. How is everybody doing? I hear Jackie is not feeling very good. Aussie Jack. I hope you're getting better, my dear. Hello, everybody. If you die, I kill you, says Kevin. Hi, Chris. How you doing, buddy? Cheers to Hump Day. Who all do we have here? We've got Andrea Thompson. Hello, my dear. Jackie, how are you? Diana, Adina, another Jackie. There's a lot of Jackies. I'm going to start renaming my lives to the Jackie clan. Oh, this is nice. It's nice and laid back. Well, Sharice is here. Hello, my dear. Katie's in the van. Hello. And Sheila from Florida. Good. Well, I'm hot here in Alberta. I can't imagine what it's like in Florida. Angel, how you doing? Alan's here. How you, sir? Dystopian Bandero. Hello. How are you? Jillian B says hello to everyone, as does Renee. Sorry, I missed you, Renee. How awkward. Oh, Crash is here. Crash the Wild. How you doing, buddy? Watching from Port Dover, Ontario. Stinking hot. Ugh. That's the last thing you want out there. How you doing, Crash? Karina Ashley. Finally caught you live from Illinois. Judith. I only called you Judy. Sorry, Judith. English. Hello, hello. Allegro, excuse me, says, good day. You down under. Go take Aussie Jack some meds, Allegro. She's not doing so hot. Yeah, Ninja Boo, she did go poof into thin air, just like a ninja. Rachel LeDuc, hello. How are you? Linda Floyd, southeast corner of Washington State. And hello, Stella. You're coming to join the live stream already? Sounds good. You just take up the whole screen. That'll be perfect. You're doing great. Excellent. As long as you're not taking a dump, I don't mind. Although you're not going to be able to stay there for long, girl. It is hot, and you're like a mini heater. Adina, I don't know if I said hello to you. Hello, Adina. Kevin Van Buren says hello from Michigan. Sorry, hello to you, Kevin. I was reading chat. I say that was like a half hello. How are you? Carrie Ann Kemp. Hello. Who is this? Susie loving music. How you doing? Where's the honey brown? We got cream ale. Mount Begbie cream ale today. I just got back from BC and picked up a couple of these at the liquor store in New Denver. On to my way out. Valerie says hello from Nashville. Hello, Valerie. It's probably quite warm down there too, I would imagine. Dude, I saw gas prices down at $1.55. Dude, out at the Res, the Sutina one out south, I filled up lucky with a $1.39 today. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of a breather, which is kind of nice. And Jay Sunday Drives. Hello, darling. How are you? Lovely to have you here. Just Chill Vanlife says, hey, everyone. Ooh, Destination Vanlife was out filming a new video today. Hey, me too, kind of. Started yesterday, did a little bit more today. Also worked on my 12-volt refrigerator video. I wasn't at work today. It's been a whole thing. Lindsay popped in. Hi, Lindsay. You want the Blue Eddy? Come get it. Lindsay's off on vacation. Her and Sadie are leaving tomorrow night, and she needs some extra power for the bush or wherever it is she's going. Adina says, how am I feeling? Yeah. I'm feeling a lot better than I was, Adina. So a lot of my Patreon supporters are here, and they went on the wild ride with me. I just got back from a... Hang on. I still got this, which is annoying, but I've been told it's not contagious, which is great. Maybe as long as I don't cough directly into somebody's mouth. I don't know. But I just got back from vacation in BC with my little girl. We left not last Thursday, but the Thursday before, and a little tyke brought hand, foot, and mouth disease with her. And wouldn't you know it, turns out myself and Byron, my little brother, neither one of us had it, and so we both got it. So when people ask me how I'm feeling, that's what they're referring to. It was a lovely time. It was a definite double-edged sword, because as crappy as it was to go through the disease, it ended up allowing me to have a longer vacation with my little girl. I was in communication with her mom. We decided it was best for us to just stay where we were till we were sort of through the thick of it. So that resulted in me almost another extra week out there, which props to her mom. That's the longest they've ever been apart. That was awesome. And I had the absolute best time finally with my little girl, which was awesome. But yeah, hand, foot, and mouth disease, not cool. You can kind of still see, maybe not so much on this camera, but hands kind of look like got little liver spots on them and whatnot. But you get blisters all over your hands, your feet, and around your mouth. Affects people differently. Darlene Perry, thank you so much for the super sticker, Darlene. That's awesome. I appreciate it. But the worst thing about this disease is before you get these very nice and super comfortable blisters everywhere, it starts with an incredibly sore throat, a fever, chills, and aches and pains throughout your whole body. And then as soon as that all sort of that lasts for like a day and a half, 2 days maybe. And after that subsides and you feel like you're sort of through the thick of it, that's when you get the blisters. And I kid you not, both Byron and I were texting each other, like comparing war wounds. We could barely walk because the ones on our feet were so bad. You can barely use your hands. You can barely grab anything. And I got really bad ones in my nose, which made breathing and blowing your nose very difficult. And yes, I was a big baby about it, but that is not a disease I would wish on anybody. That's Rachel Leduc, thank you so much for the super sticker, my dear. That is awesome. I love that little video game controller guy going crazy. Woot! That's a woot! I made it through hand, foot, and mouth disease, and all I got was this stupid t-shirt. Yeah, and Sadie did get it too, but she bounced back the fastest. Well, I guess it's like a draw between her and Brooklyn, because yeah, Brooklyn, like as a toddler, it's cool because she took it like a champ, right? Because I don't know if it's like she doesn't know any better or just because she's so young, it's not as psychologically miserable for her, because she got it bad on her little bum and her legs and her face. But she was still in good spirits like the whole time. I think there was one day when she was sort of like really down in the dumps. That's when I took her to the hospital to determine what it was. I thought originally it was something I had done to her. Like I put her in a bath with some bubble bath and she had a reaction, or it was heat rash. No, it was hand, foot, and mouth disease from her dirty, dirty daycare. Ugh. Hi, Blair. How you doing, buddy? Nice to see you in the chat. Justin Collins, surprise Wednesday stream. Yeah, I figured why not. It's been a hot minute since I've really done anything. D bro Matt, so that wasn't code for COVID. No, it was not code for COVID. LJA Boot says hi to Stella and Penny. Oh yeah, and Matt, 42 degrees in Hamilton. Yuck. Boot says hi, Stella. She's over here eating her dinner, having an eat to bite. Sorry, I'm gonna play catch up with the chat here now, you guys. Just wanted to get that out of the way because that's what I've been dealing with the last couple weeks. I tried to do my best getting a few videos out. I definitely lagged in filming anything for the vlogs while I was out there, but recovery. Do you know where you got it, Michelle? Yeah, I got it from my little girl. Another kid brought it into her daycare. Turns out there was an outbreak, which the definition of an outbreak at a daycare is 2 cases of anything. So I guess that's pretty common. I had to go to the doctor today. Like I went to a walk-in clinic to get a note to clear me to go back to work tomorrow. And even the doctor there was like, it's very common in daycares. Fun being a parent. Nancy, sorry to hear about the cooties. Thanks, Nancy. How are the new chairs working out? Great. I've only opened the one, but yeah, I got a couple new camping chairs sent to me while I was gone. It was actually, I came back in my mailbox. There was a bunch of stuff in my mailbox. It was like Christmas in August, which was nice. One of them was this big giant box right here. It's a mattress, which is awesome, but it's far too big for my bed, so I need to cut it. But it's hot, and I'm lazy, so I don't know if I'll be doing that anytime soon. Maybe I'll give it a shot tonight. I just don't know. Yeah, these chairs are great, Kevin. I was like, Mark the paint guy has one, and I sat in his when we did that live stream together, and I was like, oh, dang, sold immediately, and my camping chair had broke, so I was quite fortunate to have these ones sent to me. Oh, Sharisa had hand, foot, and mouth disease years ago. Yeah, no, it sucks. Apparently, it's one of those things where once you get it, you can't get it again. But then, like everything on the internet, if you read it enough, it's, oh no, you actually could, because there's multiple strains of it. So yippee. I don't know. Did I have any of that hailstorm? No. I heard about that. Somebody commented on a video saying there was a huge hailstorm here. I haven't seen any hail at all. So, Lindsay, did you see any? Did you experience a hailstorm in the last couple days? There you go. Adina says her son got it twice. So, um, and so, anyways, yeah. Oh, Chris didn't get hail up north. Lindsay says, nah, it was closer to the Rocky Mountain House and Sundry. Oh, and that's a bit east and north of us. So, all good down here, Debbie. Kevin says Kayla got hail the other day, but now she's camping with a kayak. I mean, it's a quick update. Grapefruit size hail. That's the like thing that terrifies me, is that freak sort of weather happening with like solar panels and the fans on the roof and stuff. Like, oh, so much money and so much work to like, install all of that stuff. And just, could you imagine? And I'm sure it's happened. But oh, Renee didn't get any at Lake Walden, that's good. So apparently it was very isolated in Alberta. And yeah, so I talked to the doctor about this cough, because mine came with a cough. Byron didn't get a cough. I don't think Sadie got a cough, but my little girls had a cough for a while. Now I got it. It's just this like wheezing, dry hack. So I apologize for however many times it may happen. But yeah, the doctor said, nah, it can happen. You could get it. That's just one of those symptoms. Truck. It's a virus, and you could very easily get it, and it could take a couple weeks for it to clear up. Awesome. You guys are you talking about this? Yum. Kevin, so far the solar panels have been great, though all the hail we've had here over the last year or so, not a scratch. You get a lot of hail in Texas? You can look it up on TikTok. And I'm not going to look up shit on TikTok. Both my boys and myself have had chickenpox twice. Yikes. Daniel, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the live chat. Nice to have you here. Just talking about, death, dismemberment, and disease. Not so much the first two things. You do, actually. That's interesting, but I guess it makes sense. Jared S., what advice would you give for someone being hard on themselves for a decision made? Don't. Try not to. Like you're giving yourself a hard time because you made a decision, you're not happy about it. Shit happens all the time. Life goes on. Like, I don't know what it means. I mean, if you killed somebody, maybe show a little bit more remorse. I don't know, but you're always going to be your own worst enemy and your own worst critic. Try to move on, because everybody else is going to move on no matter what you did. You're the only person that's going to allow yourself to get like so caught up in your head you can't move past it. Right? Like, there's plenty more mistakes to be made down the road. Believe me. Mike's here. Hi, Matthew. Hi, Lindsay. I'm slightly late on the live stream. Sucks. Got to feel like crap on a hot day. Oh, yeah. Hi, Mike. It was Mike that was actually asking about the hail on the comment on the video the other day. Finding Mojo. Glad to hear that. I was worried about the solar panels on mine. Dystopian Bandero. Yeah, every time, dude. Did you put another Max Air fan in the back of your van? I saw it in your last video. Either that or I was hallucinating. I don't know. Maybe. That'll be part of anyways, yes, I did. That'll be part of the sort of ramshackle vlog that I shot while I was in BC, because I did as much as I could amongst all of the chaos. A lot of stuff, like a lot of misfortunate stuff happened while I was there, the disease being the worst, and a couple other things. So it's going to be a very odd vlog, but I did get around to installing that in like 35-degree weather. But no, you weren't hallucinating. Don't think Lucky can withstand another hailstorm. Of course she can. She's got the war wounds to prove it, Debbie. Come on now. Alberta and Stella, good to see you as well. How are you guys doing? You came to BC and didn't stop on the island. Shame on you. That implies that I went past the island or anywhere near the island. I was in the interior, which, oh my goodness, I would never want a full-time van life in the interior of BC in the summer. Damn. But I didn't come anywhere near the island, so you can't be mad at me. Omar Green, have you thought about putting Dometic AC in for hot days? I've thought about it. That's, of course, but that's like so far out of my budget. There's just no way. Maybe in the future for sure. And if I was ever going to do full-time van life, that kind of goes hand in hand with what I was just saying about the interior of BC. That's the only way to do it comfortably. Unless you literally can park next to a lake. Because, the heat in the interior, it's a different kind of heat than we get in here in Alberta. So, Charlie Grace, hello. How you doing, sweetheart? Nice to see you here. If you get damage from hail, would insurance pay for the solar panels? I have no idea. I don't want to find out. Probably not, because they don't know that I got solar panels. So, you know. Sorry. Diamond Butterfly says, hey there. If you guys are just joining the chat, I have a bit of a dry hack. I apologize if it sounds extra yucky. I promise it's not contagious. Just don't lick your screen. Carol Henderson. Hi, Matt. Checking in from Southwest Ontario. Tornado warnings? Tornado warnings down there. Get downstairs and in between a door frame. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you're being safe. We get that. We seem to get a lot of tornado warnings here, like more than I would think we would get here, and then nothing ever comes of them. So I hope you'll be okay as well. Kind of like that. I would imagine it. You get a real, sorry, nobody knows what I'm referring to. I'm just blabbering on here. Kevin, kind of like the heat here in Texas. I don't know. I've never been to Texas this time of year. I was there in Houston once. We've talked about that. But it's very humid in BC, which has actually been very humid in Alberta, which has been weird. That's because we've had so much rain. And the Okanagan is the desert. Yeah, I totally agree, Blair. That's horrible. Greetings from Los Angeles, California, says Jesus or Jesus. Could go either way. How you doing? Welcome to the live chat. The Sandvan is saying hello to Charlie Grace. I didn't see you guys come in. I'm sorry if I missed you. Hello and welcome to the live chat. Grammy's Journal says hello. Hello, Grammy's Journal. How are you? Perfect weather in Los Angeles. Well, that's good. Hopefully you're near the beach. Hope Bus is here. Hello, Victoria. How are you? Nice to see you. Charlie Grace says tornado preparedness involves a bottle of wine, some snacks, and hunkering down in an interior closet. There you go. Tornado Prep 101 with Charlie Grace. See, okay, so you said humidity here in Victoria is 58% at the moment. I don't really understand. I think it's like 100% humidity. You're just like soaking wet. Is that what that means? That whole like humidex scale and stuff, I've never paid attention to it. But the wetter, the worse, in my opinion. Sharing my life. Hey, what's up, Matt? Don't worry about the coughing. Just stay strong. You got a darn good attitude for being sick. I'm currently dealing with a death in the family. So I'm in Burnaby with my mom. I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks. That's always a thing that like is in the back of my mind. The older we get, the more we're going to have to deal with that sort of thing. Lindsay and I have had that conversation. It's just my condolences. I hope you all are, sharing the love down there and supporting each other because that's what you need right now. I'm glad you're with family. Dreadwolf says, hello, Matt. Texas is too hot and too dry right now. Probably because Kevin's there walking around in his shorts. Anna, back in England, it's beautiful and cool. See, now I'm jealous. I want to go to England. Hi, Anna. The dry heat is actually easier to deal with than humidity. I think I agree with that, Blair. I think I'd rather just be dry than humid because like when it was humid here, you notice it in Calgary because it's not normally like we're in the shop and it's not super hot and we're not working, but we're sweating, but we're not really sweating. It's just wet. Ugh, I hate it. Carol says I live in a trailer park. You know how tornado love trailer parks, nowhere to hide. They do. They seek them out. John James, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the live chat. I haven't seen you in a while, it feels like. Although it's kind of been like a while since I've seen anybody. 100% humidity here every morning, says Kevin. Ugh. I can't wait to get up to the Colorado mountains. Yeah. I bet you it's very similar in the Rockies of Colorado as it is the Rockies of BC. I would imagine. I don't. I'll meet you there. We'll find out. It's been, Adina says it's been so humid and miserable here in Arizona because of the monsoon. I can't wait till the dry heat comes back. It's so much better. See, summer sucks. I'm going to put that out there. I know there's lots of people that love summer. I think I mentioned this in an upcoming vlog, or I mean, at least I talked about it on Patreon. I now officially hate summer. Oh, I mentioned it in one of my previous videos. I know that. But now that I'm in the van full time, summer can suck it. Like, especially being stuck in a city. No, give me fall, winter, spring, hands down. Over summer, they were all right. Valerie yells my name. Matt, where did you stay while dealing with the disease in the van? Abso-frickin-lutely not. It was so hot and lucky, I couldn't even leave the cats in the van. They came into the basement of my parents' house. My parents live right in the Kootenays, and their house that they bought actually has a basement, which is a rarity for that area. But oh my goodness, I am so glad that it has a basement. That's where my little girl's room was. I slept on the couch in the living room that's down there, and Stella and Penny spent the entire time down there because you had to. It was way too hot. And we were super lucky. Nobody else out there in BC besides Byron caught the disease. My parents didn't get it. Stephanie, my sister-in-law, who's pregnant, didn't get it, thank goodness. We got lucky, but yeah, no. I don't even know. Well, I mean, actually, I was talking to a friend yesterday. I probably could have handled it, having been in the van, if I was here in Alberta and I didn't have my daughter, right? I was so thankful that I was out there with her grandparents when it happened, for sure. That was a blessing in disguise. Hi, Leopard Girl. Welcome to the live stream. Hope it's not too late for you. Stacy Noble says fall is my new favorite season. I think mine too. That's when I can start wearing my flannels again, girl. Darlene Perry says, bring on the fall. I am in wholehearted agreement. It's easier to heat a van or add more blankets, but you could only get so naked. You're absolutely right, John. As funny as that is, it's true. I've always said that as well. It's way easier to warm up than it is to cool down. I would much rather snuggle and nest into like a whole bunch of blankets and pillows and flannels and turn on my heater than I would want to like open up the doors and just lie in the van completely naked with a breeze, hopefully hitting the goods. Because let's get serious. That's where you need the breeze to go. Happy coffee, van life. Go back, get some more. We go buy some beer. We all die. We just need to love each other. Yes, it's true. I mean, I think that's going back to somebody's, when they were saying that they lost a family member, but they're 100% accurate. I still struggle with that. I've talked about that before. My mortality scares the absolute bejeebus out of me. Douglas Dietrich. Hi, Matt. Glad you're recovering all right. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Sandvan says it's winter in Australia, lovely and cool with beautiful clear skies. I don't know that I can even handle Australia in your winter. I run hot as it is. I'm like a big furnace already. Does not add or does not help with the summer temperatures. I can only imagine. I'd probably die in Australia. I'd probably step off the plane and just burst into flame. Yeah, see Alberta Schoolie Adventures gets it. Warm sweaters, mittens, and hot coffee in the fall is the best. And hot cocoa. Oof, buddy. There's never too much heat in the summer. Somebody's a summer addict. Braden Deans, humidity just means the amount of water vapor in the air. So if it's 50%, then the air is holding half the amount of water that it possibly can. Interesting. Science. The more you know. Thank you, Braden. Sharissa says, I'm ready for the fall. This summer has been too hot here in Northwest Wyoming. I'm over it. Yeah. Or no, WI is Wisconsin. I do know this. Cut me some slack. Speaking of Dixon, what day is good for you for an intervention? Oh, Debbie, I meant to get back to you about that. The 12th of never. I'm from the Northeast, and being in Florida makes me truly understand. I never want to live in the Southern U.S. There you go. Hi, Avanseth. How are you? Avanseth. Say it 3 times fast. Avanseth. Nailed it. Auntie Nick. Hey, Matt, I'm up north in Australia now. It's not cold here. It's going to be 35 degrees Celsius today, and I'm about to go into Kakadu National Park to find saltwater crocodiles. You going to wrestle them? You gonna wrestle some crocodiles? Hi, Melissa. No, the cat has not pooped yet. I hope they don't. It's too hot for me to be going crawling back there. There's too much stuff on the bed and in the way. I'm on the lookout for your van in Fish Creek, but not in a stalker kind of way. Sure, Stacy. You know that's what every stalker says, right? I actually went down to a new area of Fish Creek today. Well, new to me, and I think it's one of the newer areas here in the city. It's quite nice. I went down there for and filmed a little bit of my vlog. Stuck my feet in the creek. It's quite nice. On the 12th, can I bring anything? What's happening on the 12th? Those suckers are huge saltwater crocs. No way. Oh, and she's not going to be wrestling them then? Is that what you're telling me? The bed reno. When will we start seeing that footage? When I start filming it. I haven't even begun it yet. I got the bed right there. I don't... Unless you're referring to when I was in the last video where I introed the flashback footage, if that's what you're talking about. I just had all of the foam off of the bed because I was installing the other fan back there. And I didn't want all the sawdust and stuff getting on the foam mattress. Yes. I didn't want to get it in my sheets and stuff. The Diamond Butterfly, how are you making out with your new fridge? Really good. I actually just wrapped up. Hopefully that'll be the next video that goes live. I'd love for it to go live tomorrow, my review of it, but it's just a quick little, my thoughts, because how much can you really review a refrigerator? I'm just waiting for the company to get back to me for a discount code to offer at the end. Hi, Aaron. Brad, I'll answer your question in a second. But I'm loving it. It's a game changer. I mean, it goes without saying. If you've ever purchased ice, put it in a cooler, and taken it camping, imagine doing that almost every freaking day in this summer heat. So then you get a 12-volt refrigerator. Hello. And I've been very pleased with it. I haven't had any issues. And I feel like I've had it long enough now where if anything was probably going to catastrophically go wrong, it would have. Knock on wood. But I'm very pleased with it. Brad Crawford. I had hand, foot, and mouth disease while I was in British Columbia for the last couple weeks. Super fun. Do not suggest it or recommend it to anybody ever. But I'm over it now. Got it from my little girl who got it from daycare. Yeesh. Just out of curiosity, have you tried an electric blanket in the winter, asks Carrie Ann Kemp. No, I actually haven't. I didn't have my inverter. I didn't have the Blue Eddy last winter. I suppose it would be an option to try. Might be able to reduce the amount of diesel that I'm using, although the diesel heater is very, it sips the diesel. Let's get serious. But that could be an interesting thing to try for sure. Denise says, hi, Matt. Hi, Denise Townsend. How are you, darling? I heard Michigan has a few tornadoes today. Just in today, there was a few. That's hardcore. Yikes. Can the cats get the hand, foot, and mouth disease? No, you actually cannot transfer it to animals. Just like how humans can't get hoof and mouth disease, which the two often get confused for each other. They are actually different. But no, I can't give it to the cats. That's not all she's going to get from daycare. Oh, I know. This is the second lovely treat she's brought home for us. Luckily, I believe, probably much to her mother's frustration, because it was kind of her idea for us to stay away as long as we did. When I dropped her off yesterday with her mom, she informed me that she found out that she had it when she was younger. So, I mean, it's good that she's not going to get it. There's no risk. But it was kind of like, oh, we could have come back then. Not that I'm complaining, because I had an amazing time with my little girl. So glad you got a new bed. Hope it helps. Yeah, me too, if I ever get around to doing it. I'm feeling so lazy about that bed right now, but I will. I will get to it eventually. Maybe later this evening. I don't know. The worst part of the freaking disease and the fact that, yes, it was great that I got that time with my little girl and I love staying out there with my family. I've missed a lot of work. So that's always a crappy thing when it comes to adulting. But that's okay. Got my doctor's note. Get to go back tomorrow. Hopefully all will be well. What the heck is it? Never heard of someone getting it. Yeah, right? I hadn't really heard about it either till it just started happening. And now apparently it's running rampant, at least in the city or something. I don't know. That's just kind of what I heard on a whim. Don't know if that's actually true. Don't want to start any rumors. But yeah, it's just a horrible disease. Look it up at this point. It's not pleasant. You get a vicious sore throat. I say look it up and then I'll describe it. Vicious sore throat, fever, chills, aches, and as soon as that goes away, you get blisters all over your hands, feet, mouth, and other places. Potentially, I got lucky in that regard, and they last for quite a while. And they're very itchy and sore, and you can't do much with the limbs that they're on. Michelle says, but Dixon's look really good on Matt. Thank you. I don't know what you're referring to, but I appreciate that. Yeah, having my parents was a huge blessing. 100%. Shingles. Yeah, no, I don't. Hopefully I don't get that, Mike. I know about that. That would be no bueno. No bueno, sir. Years ago, little niece and nephew gave us something that left us paralyzed for 2 days. See, kids suck. They just bring in everything. They just track it all in without care or concern, and that's it. Don't lick my... Oh, Katie did. I think she's behind. I told you not to lick your screen a long time ago, Katie. Don't get mono as an adult either. It's hell. I never had mono. That's like the kissing disease or whatever, right? That was always a thing. Like as teenagers, you would get it from kissing. I remember knowing about it, hearing about it, and being scared to kiss a girl. I was like, I want no mono, but I do. Hi, Kane. How you doing? Welcome to the live stream. No, my glasses are gone, Jackie. So now I get to go swallow that because I got to get new ones. The little backups that I've been wearing aren't. They're my old prescription before the last set, and no, they are. If they're anywhere, they're at Sanctuary, but they're not in the house. They're between the house and the beach, and that's a lot of real estate. So yeah, eventually I'll have to go and get those replaced. Dystopian Bandera, what size batteries do you have now in the van, and does the fridge drain them? Nope, fridge is amazing. I've got two 6-volt Trojan batteries flooded, and they are 240 amp hours, which means I have access to 120 amp hours. I think that's the rule of thumb or whatever. And no, the fridge is amazing. When it's when the compressor is on and keeping it at temp, it draws about 44, 46 watts, and that lasts for a minute or two, and then it basically is done. Maybe you see a 1 watt draw, but other than that, everything's performing great. There will be no Dixon intervention from Debbie. She knows better. Oh, God, Debbie, your son had shingles at least 6 times? No. Well, he's a trooper now. Now I'd just be like, yeah, I eat shingles for breakfast. Dystopian, I thought it's from the 1800s. I don't know what you're referring to. I missed something. My son had chickenpox 3 times. The 3rd time he had it, even in his ears, eyes, nose, and mouth, and between fingers and toes. So yeah, after I left, my mom was actually talking to mine and Byron's cousin, and I guess he had it a few years ago, hand, foot, and mouth disease. He got it so bad his fingernails fell off. What? That being said, Byron and I got off scot-free. Yeah, I seems that adults get these childhood diseases worse than the kids. Yeah, I 100%, because I don't know why that is, but it's more rare that an adult's going to that an adult is going to get it. So when an adult does get it, knocks you on your ass. Katie's trying. I'm horrible at multitasking. I'm cooking and trying to watch you, and I'm trying to catch up. Well, Katie, you need to focus up, girl. What were you shaving, Kevin? What have I missed? Oh, you shaved oh, gotcha. Yeah, I shaved off. It was too hot in BC. I had to at least I didn't have a razor with me. I just had my trimmer. I had to bring down just the sides. I left the little goat, just because I had some blisters around my mouth, and I was like, no, I'm not going to risk. Yuck. Never had mumps or measles either. So freaked out if I get them now. See, and now we're just instilling the fear of God in everybody. Don't go anywhere. Don't leave your house. Don't lick your computer screen. What kind of a day and age do we live in when I can't lick my own computer screen? This is unacceptable. It's like true, right? It's like you're only safe if you're in your house under a blanket with all the lights out. If you add ginger to your days, eating and drinking, it has yeah. Hang on. It also has pain relieving and anti-inflammatory powers that can help improve symptoms. 100%. I've heard that before as well, Victoria. I hate ginger, man. Ginger sucks. Ginger's the worst. I don't mind ginger chews and whatnot, but I think I was doing ginger tea for a while. Oh, it's definitely not a favorite of mine. But Kevin's going home. He can't listen. Like his screen. Dory, hi Dory, how you doing? My favorite news anchor. I've said this before. I was at Weather Lady, Weather Girl. Weather Girl sounds sexier. Weather Lady might be more professional, but I think you're like it's a proper news anchor. And I never keep it straight, and I feel like garbage. But anyways, yay, Matt. Hi. What are you doing? What are you doing your live stream today? Enjoy the camping videos, beautiful shots and content. Penny and Stella stealing the show, too cute. Thank you very much, Dory. I decided to hop on live today, sort of totally impromptu, just because I hadn't done one in a while. I have been away on vacation and suffering with an illness the entire time, so I just wanted to chill out and catch up with everybody. So I'm glad you were able to make it and stop by. Traffic anchor. Write that down, Penny. Traffic anchor. I'm not going to remember that. I'll do my best. Jackie asks, how's the new computer? It's great. Yeah. I cannot complain. I had to pull the trigger. I had to put myself into more debt. My computer that I was editing on was not cutting it, so I went back to the Mac Club because I will die on the hill that says Mac is the best to do video production on. See, Blair says eat a clover of garlic. I'd rather do that. I love garlic. My dad, I remember when I was younger, my dad used to do that. He used to keep cloves of garlic just in you'd open up the drawer. I'm gonna slow down. You'd open up the door of the fridge and you got the little like hatch on the top of the door. And you keep cloves of garlic in there. And I think it lasted for a month or so. He's just eating cloves of garlic because it's really healthy for you. It's really good for you. But I never I don't know if I could do that. Although I got a fridge now, so I probably could try. It's spicy. Heidi and Mitchell H. finally made my first live. Hello from Louisiana. Well, hello, Heidi and Mitchell. How are you tonight? It's very nice to have you here. Will Van Warrior, I never heard of hand, foot, and mouth disease. Yeah, join the club. Not a lot of us did. It's ridiculous. Like, what? It's like the plague. Light. Bebop and Becca, hello. Welcome to the live stream. Priscilla's here. Says, hi, Matt. Good to see you're feeling better. Thank you very much, Priscilla. I appreciate that. I made the mistake of getting a Windows computer. Hate this damn thing. Yeah, that's exactly it. My where is it? It's back here. I still have my Windows Surface Pro, Surface Book 2, or whatever the heck it is. Nope. I got it when I worked at LifeTouch because they wanted me to do Photoshop work on a tablet. And I was like, nope. So I sold my MacBook at the time and got that computer. And it was okay like for the first few months, but now it's just acting like a typical Windows POS. And no bueno. Darn this apocalypse. Yeah, exactly. Or there's coconut oil. Helps with the sores in the mouth and the outer skin. Coconut oil is the bomb. Hey, obviously Bogus is here. How does the computer taste when you lick it? Like hand, foot, and mouth disease. Miss Design Diva, hello, darling. How are you? Just stopping in to say hi for a short bit. Have a shift at my job I recently got. Ticket scanning for a concert. So I knew this. So that should be fun. You will have a blast, I'm sure. What concert is it tonight if you're still here and can share that information? I will never go Windows again. I will forever go for iMac after this debacle. Yeah, I don't blame you. I'm an Apple guy through and through, though. Like, I've given Windows and Androids their fair shake. That's just not my, it's not my cup of tea. LJA asks, seriously, when is a cat considered a chunk? Because I think I have two. If you think you do, you probably do. That's your first sign right there. You got a chunkers. You got 2 chunkers cats. Oh, God, Chris, I suppose it would taste like whatever you ate before you sneezed on your screen. Yuck. Alberta and Stella, I was supposed to go to a Seahawks meetup for my B-Day 4 days ago, and my son buggered it up for us. You guys sick? Charlene, hi, Matthew. Hope your week is awesome so far. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Happy Wednesday to you as well. Tanya says, where's Penny? Penny is on the driver's seat. I don't know. Every time Matt does stuff like this, no good things happen. Let's see if we can do it. Hey, Penny, your adoring public would like to see you. Where is she? Can we see her? Penny. There she is. Hello, darling. Yes, I know. We're trying to beat the heat the best we can. It's one called Shine Down. You never heard of Shine Down, Miss Design Diva? Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, they're awesome. That's super cool. Diamond Butterfly, Matt, you are so quick-witted. The perfect live stream for my later than usual commute home. Eastern Standard Time. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying the live stream, Diamond Butterfly. Blair says, I was looking at getting a Mac and an iPhone, just have no clue about Apple, never used them before. I used my niece's iPhone and was impressed with the quality, just a bit lost about what to get. Honestly, Blair, I mean, if you can, get an iPhone 11 Pro Max. It's one of the best phones ever made. It's 2 generations old now. It'll be a great camera for you. And when it comes to the computers, you could very safely get a MacBook Air with an M1 chip in it, and it will do all of your editing needs 100%. I never thought I would see a computer with only 8 gigs of RAM that is able to handle video editing. Thank you, Apple. Oh, I didn't see Anne say goodbye. Sorry, Anne. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye, Anne. Abbotsford. Oh, they're playing Abbotsford. That's cool. I'm not going back to BC. It's far too hot there. Do you have your screen up? I do. Keeping out the bugs. And there's bugs all over it already. But it's working, Deb. Sorry, I might have just gotten a little louder in here. I had to turn my other fan on. I guess I could. Yeah. Oh, you're so funny, Happy Coffee Vanlife. The only difference from the Air to the Pro is the fan. Yeah, right? That's kind of what I determined in my research. And another reason that it was sort of obnoxious, I was using a torrented version of Premiere Pro to edit on my Windows computer, and I already owned a copy of Final Cut Pro in the Apple interface, so that was a nice get. As soon as I got the computer, I was just able to download, which I think they're selling it for $400 now, but since I already owned it, just download it from my iTunes account, and we were good to go. Took me maybe a day to get back into the habit of editing on Final Cut Pro. I love it. Is it better with 2 fans? I don't know yet, Jackie. It hasn't been a hot enough day where I've been I guess today would have been a good test. It's definitely helping 100%. The airflow is nice. So I guess, yes, it's just not as cool as maybe I thought it would be. But why would it be? It's not going to cool the air. It's just going to move it, which gives the illusion of cooling. FCP is $2.99 USD. Yeah, so $3.99 CAN. Miss Design Diva just looked up Shine Down. Yeah, they're good. Have I been able to eat since being sick? I didn't. I completely lost my appetite for the first few days, when I had the sore throat and the fever and stuff. But once that went away and I was just dealing with the very pleasant blisters, I got my appetite back, and I've been able to eat. Opus, do you have any long drive adventures planned? Girl, have you seen the price of gasoline? No. I don't. I'm the one van lifer that I don't live that stereotypical van life. Unfortunately for some, I suppose, but I just, until I can pay off my debt and sort of get those ducks in a row, and organize a more solid schedule with my kiddo, I don't foresee myself taking super long driving trips anywhere. I will be Vanlife Plus, that guy that's in Calgary. Now you need insulation for the winter to put in both fans. Don't wait until winter to do it. Yeah, I'll get some covers for them for sure. I'll have to have a look. I don't want to walk into an Apple store and get sucked into buying anything or everything. Yeah, no, don't buy everything, Blair. You don't need it. In my opinion, iPhone, MacBook. That's it. But there is a rabbit hole of Apple products that you can easily fall down. 100%. What's interesting is they're only using a little over half the seating available in the venue. Obviously, Abbotsford is still very concerned about social distancing. That's what that says to me. Chris says, I'll be on the road as much as I can when I can. You better have a huge amount of savings, bro. Steve Jones, hello from Pennsylvania. I'm glad you're feeling better. Thank you very much, Steve Jones. I appreciate that. Yeah, it wasn't a fun time. That's for darn sure. Ugh, $3.20 a liter for a liter? $2.20 a liter for diesel in the desert? That's nuts. Yeesh. Albertan still. Yeah, you done messed up buying that Windows computer. That's okay, though. We'll forgive you. My parents recently got a Mac Mini, fantastic computer, and honestly, it would be ideal for van life, small and compact. Just add a screen and you're good to go. You say just add a screen and you're good to go. You definitely mean you need your inverter then to power the screen. That's the only, because I looked at that too. Because those Mac Minis are awesome, and I know that you can get some monitors that are very low draw. I just like the all-in-one package of a laptop, but the Mac Mini is much more affordable in that sense. You could get a Mac Mini and a monitor for like probably a fraction of the price of a MacBook laptop. Aussie Jack, hey friends, I'm back. Had to take my son to drop his car off for a service. He should be walking home. You're sick. Get your butt back into bed, Jackie. It was nice being able to tell me to go jump in the lake. Yeah, that's the one lake I will never hesitate to get into. I mean, unless it's like March, then it's just too cold. But yeah, I love Slocan Lake. That's the bomb. Yes, a liter, kill me. Yeesh. Yes, Charlene, I am feeling much better. I still have a little bit of a cough, but other than that, I am no longer contagious and I'm going back to work tomorrow. Thank you very much, Agent Officer Thomas A. Porter, DPD. I appreciate that. What size is the cost of a MacBook? What size is the cost, Blair? Well, maybe it depends on what size you want. There's 13 inches all the way up to 16-inch Pros. I think the MacBook Airs start at around, I want to say $1,300. I could be wrong. If you just go to apple.ca, it's very easy to navigate their website and pick and choose and see. Yeah, you will absolutely pay more. You pay more for Apple, but in my head, it's like anything else that's premium. Like, and it's such an inclusive inner ecosystem, right? Like if you're wanting to like upgrade your computer and do a whole bunch of modding and play all of these awesome video games, yeah, Windows are kind of your only option. The nice thing about that is you don't have to get a Microsoft machine. You could get a Dell or an Alienware or whatever. But Apple is just, yeah, I will gladly pay that for the reliability. And I've had that. I know what I'm getting because my experience with Apple has always been better than my experience with any Windows device. Windows, they always crash, they always fail, they always get viruses. It's just a nightmare for me, in my opinion. Do I have a solar bag shower? I do, actually. I have one of those. My mom gave me one for Christmas. I haven't actually used it yet, though. Matthew, 8 of my family members caught that mess. Cough took forever to go away. So glad you're feeling better. Thank you, Charlene. It's good to know that I'm not the only one with this ridiculously clingy cough. It's what I call the convenience and reliability fee with Macs. My parents previously had a Windows computer. They hated it. There you go. I love the way you put that, Andrea. That was amazing. Apple seems much easier to navigate for us non-techies, which is interesting that you say that, Jackie, because I've always thought that I grew up with Windows, though. Like, my very first computer was like Windows 3.1, and then I don't even know, Windows 95, 98, and yada, yada, yada. XP? Was it Windows XP? Yeah. And Vista and all of that stuff. I felt like, because I spent so much time on those systems growing up, when I eventually moved to Apple, I was like, where's everything? The desktop there is empty. There's nothing there. All I have is an Apple icon and some words. So it's interesting that you say that. Hi, Kayla. I know you sent me a text. I haven't had time to read it yet, girl. I hear you're off somewhere with a kayak, according to Kevin. You survived the hailstorm, and now you're off with a kayak. I believe that's how he worded it. But so it's interesting that you say that, Jackie, about Apple being easier for people that are less techie, because I've always viewed it oppositely. It's just never kept me from the Apple interface. Dell and Alienware are the same brand. There you go. See? Learn something new every day. One just costs a whole lot more. Yep, it's an adventure over here. Are you like on the kayak right now? Andrew says, yeah, I've always had Macs, even in school. My first Mac was the colorful, clear, clamshell style MacBook. You young. That's what that statement tells me. You young. I don't know if I ever... Chris, did we have Macs in like... What were the computers at like R.T. Alderman Junior High? Or even at the high school in Beaverbrook? They were Windows, weren't they? I don't know. I can't remember. You? They were separate than Dell bought Alienware. There you go. That's the way it always goes. Like Disney, buying everything. You're 32. Okay, you're not that young. That's still young. You're still younger than me. But that's like, I don't remember. You're in BC, though. I don't know. I don't remember. They were Windows. There you go. That's what I thought. I remember people in junior high playing StarCraft on like lunch break in the library. That's what I remember. At least you didn't have a tape deck for memory. I had tape decks. My very first Walkman was a tape player, and then Discman. Man, Discmans were a pain in the ass. What a you remember Discmans when they first came out and you couldn't move them, and then they had to come out with those like really shock absorbent Discman that would never fit in your pocket, so you had to carry around this bloody discus of plastic just to listen to like The Offspring. And it was probably like bright yellow. I did try to get out, and you're not currently on the kayak. That's too bad. I'm using Kubuntu as my main operating system and the Kden Live video editor. It's not bad, but it's certainly no Mac. Kubuntu, I've heard of that. I have zero experience with that, though. I played GameCube in my backpack, also PlayStation 2. You're not wrong. That's usually how I spent social studies, was playing PlayStation in the back of the classroom. Oh, I see. And then extra discs to play. Yeah, exactly. Aaron, Denny, when I got a Discman with a cassette adapter, I thought it was the future, right? Sarah Rose is in the van. Hello, Sarah. How you doing, darling? Welcome to the live chat. My first program was written on paper cards. Yeah, there we go. Different tape deck? Oh, I don't know. See what I mean? 16K memory pack. Good God. Oh, here we go. Alberta and Stella. Still have my GameCube, N64, and PlayStation 2. Just don't have a TV to use them on. Right? Like I debated so hard about keeping my Xbox when I moved into the van, but I was like, at the time I didn't have power of any kind, let alone an inverter or a TV. So like this is just silly. Like I used to be a huge gamer. Destiny was my jam, but I mean I did everything. There wasn't a game I would like kick out of bed, so to speak, right? I was a huge gamer. I'm not so sad of leaving that behind. I've got my Nintendo Switch when the like itch arises or whatever, which isn't that often. But now that we're talking about it, I'm getting a little nostalgic. People and Becca went back to college in 91 for a degree in graphic design. We had to be fluent on both programs. Oh, Mark, my first computer was a TRS 80 from Radio Shack. Boy, I'm old. Yeah, those are words I don't understand. I understand Radio Shack. Everybody just calm down. The computer I'm not familiar with. CDs didn't hang around as long as we thought they would. No, which is interesting because we still have discs for movies. But that's going the way of the dodo for sure. Like 5 years. Maybe 10. I use the games for pain management. Yeah, you do. Loretta, what was your favorite subject in school? Drama. After that, if we're talking about real subjects, not to like upset drama nerds because I was one. Last game I played was Pac-Man. Calm down, Jackie. That's still that's an oldie but a goodie. Yeah, no, I love drama. Obvi. That's a word I never uttered in high school. That's for sure. I don't know. English, probably, because of like with creative writing and stuff, would have been my favorite. Donkey Kong was the bomb. Kayla says, I still buy and listen to CDs. I don't know. So I was having a conversation with somebody the other day, and they were like, yeah, it was my buddy at work, and he was like, there's no difference in audio quality between CDs and MP3s. And my first reaction was to argue with him, but then I stopped and thought about it. And I'm like, he might be right. It's the audio quality between records and everything else, I think, where there's that actual like divide of quality. And I think it's records just sound rougher, but in a good way, if that makes sense, right? But I totally get to still buying and listen to CDs. If I had a deck in Lucky, like Lucky doesn't even have a tape deck in it. It's the base model. It's radio. But I should get a deck. That would be a good project to like buy a deck and install it myself. I would totally pull out my CD binder, which I'm pretty sure is in BC at my parents' house. So dang it, I was just there. I got no room for it right now anyway. Resident Evil, those games are great. They jumped the shark. 6 sucked, but 7 was amazing, and I haven't played Village yet. But that's awesome, Leopard Girl. Yeah, Resident Evil games are great. They need to stop trying to adapt that story into movies and TV shows because they're brutalizing it, but they're great games. Creating drama or acting? Shut up. Oh, did Hope Us have to bounce? Bye, Hope Us. Weather that storm, girl. Weather that storm. Love my Amiga 500 playing Monkey Island. There you go. Monkey Island. That was that Lucasfilm Games puzzle game, right? Not puzzle, like point and click adventure. Is that was right? Am I right? I don't know. I think I'm right. You were playing Pac-Man in a waterfront bar in Hilo, Hawaii. That's okay. I wish I could go to Hawaii. Probably not in the cards anymore, but wait, what happened? Recap the last hour for me. Divine Wrath. Welcome to the live chat. No. You didn't watch the replay. Rocio's here. Rocio. Roxy. Good to see you, girl. Miss you over on Patreon. I hope everything's going great on your end. First computer was Commodore 64. First video game was Atari. I can't even with that statement. Oh, first video game system was Atari. You probably owned ET too, didn't you? Divine Wrath, bottom line, don't lick your monitor/phone. That's pretty good summary. That's pretty much all we've talked about for the last hour. You're not wrong. Hey, we're literally at 1 hour. Nice. Oreo, have to get back to work. Have a great day. I didn't even see you, Oreo. Hi and goodbye. Hope the job's going well, girl. I loved our Atari. Wish we had never given it away. That stuff's probably worth money now. I just got a. That's a nice thing about Mac too. Now I also get iMessages on my Mac, which means I don't have to look at my phone. I can go here and see the cute little photo. Oh, it's not going to load. What the heck's going on? One was like, "Oh, it's so easy, so easy." There it is. Oh, my kiddo's mom just sent me a photo of her eating salad for dinner. She's cute. Look at that. Boop. Anyway, sorry. Back to the live stream. What were we talking about? I saw E.T. in the theater. E.T.'s a good movie. It was a horrible game that they buried in the desert. Kelly Butts. My first video game was Pong, 1 or 2 player console. Hi, Kelly. How are you? Mortal Kombat rocks. Lets me get my issues out. That I understand. I was a big Mortal Kombat fan. I remember playing Mortal Kombat with my buddy on his Sega Genesis and having to put in the blood code in order to do fatalities or even get the blood to work because they removed it from the arcade version. It was Mortal Kombat. No, it was Mortal Kombat 1. Yeah, it was Mortal Kombat 1. And I can't remember. I bet you he knows it off by heart. A, B, 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 C, B, 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 A, B, 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 C. Blood code entered. What nonsense. Sarah Rose, why start a live stream so early? Some of us got to work in the morning, Sarah Rose. What you on about? Divine Wrath says, I like Crash Bandicoot and Earthworm Jim. I suck at playing games, but I like telling other people how they should play. I'm a bit of a pain in the ass. I love Earthworm Jim. Those were great games, except for 3. Earthworm Jim 3 on the Nintendo 64 was hot garbage. Dumpster fire, if you will. But Robert Phillips, yeah, I fed Penny. Hi, Matt and all. You have a live stream for an hour. Has Stella pooped in the van yet? No, not yet. And I hope she doesn't. It's so hot. Don't make me move. Dullard was the cheat code for more. Oh, was it? D down, up, left, left, A, right, down? Was that it? It sounds right. You might be onto something there. I couldn't do it. I always had to have my buddy do it. My buddy Mike, he was the one that could always put it in. Then you'd get the little audible notification that you did it correctly. Then you could rip the guy's head off at Sub-Zero. Matt, what software are you using to stream with? Tonight I'm just using the YouTube software. I decided to say screw it to StreamYard tonight. Just, I don't know. ABACABB. That's the... No, you know. ABAB. Oh, you're... Mm-hmm. Somebody get a Genesis and figure this out. But yeah, Avon Seth, I'm just on YouTube's software or whatever. That's why I can't highlight comments. Although Kevin showed me one time that you could do it on a MacBook without using StreamYard, but I don't know how to do that. I can pin messages, but that's all within the user or the YouTube thing. Can I do that, Kevin? Can I highlight stuff without a third-party shenanigans? 3 shirt. Yeah, those tarp shirts. I'm excited. When's that video come out, Kayla? Oh, so I still need a third-party thing. Okay, thanks, Kevin. Oh, nope. I'm good like this then. Tear away tarp shirts. Do it. I've blown on Mario Bros to get it to work. Yep. No, we all did that. With my original NES, you always got to blow on the cartridge. And then it works every time. Maybe a Friday video. Nice. Have I watched any good movies lately? Any movie reviews coming up? God, I feel so bad, but I know I shouldn't. No, there's no movie reviews coming up. The last movie I saw was Thor: Love and Thunder, which I recommend. I get the reviews of people being like, it's too funny. It leans too hard into the humor. I don't care. That's what I needed. There's a whole, maybe I'm just a child, but there's a whole string of screaming goat jokes. I pissed my pants every time that happened in the movie. I don't care. The last thing I needed was seriousness. And I get it. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. Like, there is a lot, like, the humor does outweigh the serious moments. I didn't care. I thoroughly enjoyed it. But no, I don't feel like I have the time because they don't track as well. I want to get back to doing the movie reviews for sure, because I know there's a big enough section of my audience that enjoyed them. It's just a time management thing, honestly. We'll see what the fall and winter brings. That being said, I'm also in the midst of watching The Terminal List on Amazon Prime, and that show is bloody phenomenal. Chris Pratt is killing it. It's nice to see something without any sort of agenda, and it's just an amazing thriller. I highly recommend that. That's not okay. And then I also watched The Gray Man on Netflix with Ryan Gosling. I was sick. I had time on my hands. I watched The Gray Man with Ryan Gosling and Chris Evans, from the directors of the Avengers movies, or the last two. It was okay. It deserved to be better, but it's a good, like, shut your brain off and just like, yeah, all right. I watched that over the course of 3 nights, if that gives you any indication of how, like, engaging it was. And yeah, Christian Bale, he did great as Gore. Priscilla says, yep, love the goats, right? Oh, I haven't seen Death on the Nile yet. I saw Murder on the Orient Express, but I haven't seen the second one. Don't feel bad. I enjoy all of your videos, even though. Thank you. I appreciate that. I like doing the movie reviews, though, and I do miss it. I got very disillusioned with Hollywood and everything. And there was no movies. I wasn't seeing movies in, like, any sort of timely manner that justified in my head doing reviews, because there's so many movie review channels out there as it is. But I have not watched Heel yet, Kayla. She wants me to watch it. It's on Tubi, right? A documentary about, I don't know, healing. I do need to watch it, but no, I did not watch it yet. The goats were great. Yeah, the goats were great. Yeah, I saw. Yeah, Kevin, thanks for that link. I saw. Oh god, there's a whole bunch of spam all of a sudden. Yeah, I heard Gray Man's getting a sequel. It doesn't. Whatever. It's fine. It's just it was very busy, a lot going on, and it was kind of like, all right. What's her face? The girl in it was great. She was from the last James. I saw her in the last James Bond movie with Daniel Craig. She was awesome there, and she was very good in that movie. I think she was the best part of the Gray Man. All I got. Sorry, hang on a second. Kevin's doing his best to zap that. But I watched that film Room and found it really upsetting. The one with Brie Larson and her son. Yeah, it's not supposed to make you feel good, but it's an amazing movie. Kevin, get him. Traveling Van Man. Hello, I finally made a live. Yes, you did, sir. Sorry, I tried to do the emoji you did, and I wasn't doing it. I was doing rock on instead of hang. What is this? Hang loose? No, this is hang loose. What is this one? Yeah. Joseph Malloy Travels is in the van. Hello, sir. Welcome to the live stream. Always nice to see you, sir. I was going to try that dating service thing. Not sus at all. Don't do it, Divine Wrath. Don't do it. Chris says, sorry, I'm distracted. Yeah, probably with the... You know you're a success when you get porn spam. That's how I gauge my level of success for sure. Hold on, daughter, daily work, van stuff, cats getting sick, summer heat, and movies too. Give Matthew a break. No, I don't think they were giving me a hard time. I would like to do the movie reviews again. Again, I've talked about it candidly before. If I ever get the YouTube channel to a place where it's full time and I can live off of it, then sure. But right now, as Mike pointed out, if you got to cut one thing, it's going to be the movie reviews for sure. I met the writer for Room. She's very dark. Interesting. Oh, something. The chat just went crazy. There we go. The last hand sign is I love you, Matt. I love you too. Is that what that is? I'm okay with that. So more porn spam is better. I mean, technically, but let's not get carried away. Oh, that is I love you. Gotcha. You look way more comfortable with the new setup. Moving on up. Yeah. This chair I got in my mail yesterday is divine, to say the least. It's like I could sit here now for hours. Maybe I'm just prepping for the hopeful inevitable 10-hour live stream. Now I don't have to move because that stool was breaking my back. Goodbye, Charlene. Thank you for hanging out. Oh, when the sun goes behind the cloud and you get a breeze, it's like you won the lottery. No, you're the only one that remembers that game, Happy Coffee Van Life. What the frick? Anyone remember that PS2 game where you were an undercover cop and you walked around New York and could plant drugs on people, beat the crap out of them? It's either Yakuza or Shenmue, would be my guess, but I'm probably wrong. That is close. We'll hit 10K in a month. Well, I don't know about that. Maybe. My goal is 10K by the end of the year. If we could be doing like the next Christmas special, which I don't know if I'm going to do like a video or just a live stream at this point, but I'm definitely going to do something, obviously. For those that were around last Christmas, I had fun with a Christmas special. It'd be nice to have the 10K under my belt by then, but we shall see. So I got to write back the mother of my child. All right. Very good. Cut a hole in the bottom of the chair and your potty would be set. You come cut the hole in the bottom of the chair for me. I'm too busy. Leisure Suit Larry. True Crime. Oh, I remember that. Yeah, because there was a sequel, or they were going to do one, True Crime LA, right? Sammy Joe W. Hello and welcome to the live stream. Leisure Suit Larry. Oh my god, yeah. I never played those games. I'm completely aware of them. They're like set up like point and click adventures too, right? When does the cooking happen? It's a little warm, but I am getting hungry. I was just gonna do like chicken. I think chicken quesadillas tonight was probably. We'll see. I'm not gonna stream for as long as I normally stream tonight. That's for darn sure. Not having to work tomorrow. I remember playing Grand Theft Auto in front of my mom as a kid on PS2. She saw me hit a hooker and take her money, and I was grounded for 2 weeks. Like it was your fault that was in the game. That's funny. Dar Gray says, Hi, Dar Gray. Welcome to the live stream. Scissors ready. Make sure I'm not in the chair, Rocio. Yes, point and click, slightly adult. Yeah, I know it's an adult game. It's got adult humor and whatnot. But like I said, I'm pretty sure you weren't controlling Larry directly, right? See Hail Caesar with George Clooney. Was excited about that one. Took my girlfriend to see it. It sucks so hard, though. It was a disappointment. What is disappointment? I've heard that. No, I haven't seen it. I've heard that as well. I think my parents were watching it. It's an older movie now. By older, I mean like a year or more. But no, I have not seen it. I didn't hear great things. That's the one where he's making a movie in Hollywood or something, right? I think. I could be wrong. Ooh, fried chicken with Mike's hot honey. Nice. GTA came out when I was well into adulthood. Doesn't just because you're in adulthood doesn't mean you can't enjoy it. Evan says, Matt, good to see you, buddy. When I start working again, I want to donate. Have a good night and glad you're feeling better. Thank you very much. It's kind of you to just say that. I'm so glad you stopped by the live stream. You enjoy the rest of your week. I played Doom on the Jaguar and my mom wasn't digging the satanic symbols on it. I didn't even know Doom was on the Jaguar. Crazy. I was not a Sega guy. I was totally a Nintendo guy growing up. Anytime I played Sega, it was at friends' houses. Tracy K says, "Hi, Matt. Just got off work. We'll be driving home and listening." Well, glad to have you here, Tracy, and hopefully we can keep you entertained just long enough to finish that drive up. I'm still only 6 years old in my head. Kevin! 6 was a little too much. Look at this cat down here trying to beat the heat. Look at this. Look at this fluffy pussy. Look at you. You're getting down low. Yeah, you're causing the fridge vent to clog up with your fur. Crazy cat. Darren Gray says, "Hi, I'm 40. I'm going to be 40 soon too, Darren. It's just great. Just bloody great." Penny the superstar. Fluffy, I think we agreed to chunk. Yeah. Chunkers. Tubbers. Tubbers. Keeping life simple. Hi, Matt. Just joined in. Hope all is well. Not too bad. We were talking briefly at the beginning of the live stream that I just spent 2 weeks being very ill in BC, but I'm feeling much better now. So thank you very much. I appreciate you joining the live stream. I'm a lady, so I don't reveal my age. Then right below that, Nick. I'm turned 44 last week. Rocio is not 49. She's a liar. Penny melted, yeah. Alberta and Stella, I hit 54 this past Saturday. Happy belated birthday. With age comes a certain amount of freedom, I guess. I guess that's true. Robin Jan Canvan, hello all. Might lose reception currently in Lake Louise overflow lot. How you doing? I just drove past there yesterday on my way back from the Kootenays. Are you just hanging out in the overflow lot? What the donkey nuts are you doing out there? Is the Cookout Live still on for Friday? No, I've been hearing rumblings about that. Mark must have said something in his live stream. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to connect with him. No, I mean, he might do it, but I won't be there. I have my little girl all weekend and plans with her, so I won't be around for that live stream. So hopefully Mark and I can touch base and we can do it again. I don't know what his plans are, if he will want to reschedule it or keep it going. I just don't know. Chris, what the heck was the 12th? You mentioned that earlier. I never saw if you answered what that was in regards to. Happening on the 12th. Medically retired and my hubby retired, so we can do whatever we want. There you go. Just because we can. We're hanging out in the Lake Louise overflow lot. All right, no judgment here. Touristique du Canada is in the van. Hello, sir. How are you? Divine Wrath. Yeah, we did talk about it. No, I wasn't anywhere near it when it happened, and I guess it didn't really hit Calgary either. It was more to the northeast. Sounds like. Mark is up in Edmonton this week. There you go. He's not even here. The 12th of Never, I presume. No, it was before that. Maybe. The 12th of Never for my Dixon intervention. Loving the summer in the mountains. Yeah, jealous. That's where you need to be. Well, as long as you're near a lake. Because I was just there and it was hot as balls, but the lake was divine. We were in it about gobstopper size hail. Ooh, somebody was saying earlier that it was grapefruit sized hail. Yikes. Tornado in Manitoba last night, but no one got hurt, thank God. No kidding. Ooh, speaking of clothing, where is that green striped jacket? Yeah, I got a few comments about that jacket. That jacket is probably keeping someone, hopefully less fortunate, warm. It was one of the many items that I ended up downsizing and putting in the donation bin when I was purging. You know what? The nice thing about it is I felt good about it. That I got that. It was a, I can't remember the brand. It was a fairly well-known brand. I bought it in Kelowna at a secondhand store. It was like $12 when I bought it. But you can tell, like, whatever the brand was, it would have been over $100 brand new. Crazy. Yes, it was a very nice jacket. I should have kept it because it would have made a good rain jacket at the very least. But yeah, it was one of the ones I donated. Lake or river. Yeah, as long as it's clean. How could you give that up? It was great. Sometimes you got to make sacrifices. You can't bring it all with you. What was the song at the beginning of my last vlog? I don't know, Leopard Girl. It would have been, no, it wasn't Rip Zone, Melissa. It was like Hurley or Helly. I think it was Helly Hansen. I don't know. All of that music comes from the same website. I get it from a place called Coma Music. Diamond Butterfly, signing off to do a few things. I'll check back to see if you're still on a little later. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it, and you enjoy the rest of your week. Oh, Toby Bird Dash is here, deleting messages. How you doing, Toby? Nice to see you. Oh, you were at Abraham Lake last night? How far is Abraham Lake from where you are right now? Abraham Lake's quite far north, right? That's a place where Lindsay really wants to go, and I wouldn't say no eventually to a trip out there. Holly Shaw says, I love the cats, and of course you and the family without being stalkery. All good. No one's a stalker here. Thank you so much for the kind words. Kayla says Abraham Lake is gorgeous. Yeah, and that's why I think Lindsay wants to go, is because you always see photos of people, like, because it's Crown Land, right? And it's free camping, about an hour and 40 minutes. Yeah, I didn't think it was like around the corner from where you were. So very cool. Shiny Nickel Blades. Hello, darling. I hope you're having a fantastic evening. Toby Bird says, Hiya, Matthew. Glad to see you, my friend. Wouldn't let me edit, so I had to remove and redo. No problem. I'm sure it was very sultry. Whoops, wrong window. Kevin's multitasking. He's got his 14 monitors. He's the guy in the chair, as always. The water was turquoise. Yeah. That's what makes it so picturesque. Horseshoe Lake is free camping as well. Nice. What was touristique de Canada? What was the lake you mentioned in my Premier Lake video? Was it Horseshoe? I thought there was something else that you commented on. I can't remember now, though. I'm glad to hear you're having an amazing evening, Nicole. You deserve it. I miss the Hawaiian shirts, too. They're in a dresser in Lindsay's basement. I saw Jackie say that she missed them earlier. I'm working on getting some Dixon ones. Look at this. Look at this one. Sarah Rose will appreciate this. I haven't opened it yet. This is my new, you can't really see it. There you go. It's got Vans on it. That was part of my Christmas in August waiting at the mailbox when I got that. I should have put that one on, but I'm not moving now because hot. That's what I get for having too many windows open, yeah. Free camping is good. I have spent $46 on campsites in 18 months. Bragger! Adam's in the house. How you doing, Adam? Victoria says, hi from New York State. It's hot. She says, hot! She just comes in here. Hi from New York. It's bloody hot. I'm naked sitting in my living room with a fan pointed at me. It's hot everywhere, Victoria. I hope you're doing what you can to beat the heat. Lazy Lake. Yes, yes, yes. That was it. Katie did. Thank you for the adorable little fox. Hiya to you as well, my dear. I appreciate the super sticker. Turquoise water equals freeze your nips off. Yeah, if Abraham Lake's anything like Minnewanka Lake. Oh, Jennifer's here. Hello. Good evening to you, darling. I hope you are beating the heat, although Calgary's not too bad today. Have I ever been to Lightning Lake? God, no, but that sounds like an awesome place that I want to visit. Oh, hang on. I got to play catch up here. No, Dixon is not just a Canadian thing. Dixon is actually an American company in Arizona. I can't remember where they're based. I thought they were Canadian, but turns out they just have a Canadian store in Vancouver. But no, they are an American company. Oh, look there. We must be real successful. Got all the more porn spam bots. Oh, Therese, thank you so much. That'll get me to Lazy Lake. I'm going to go right now. I appreciate that. Look at that pair. He's like, yo, work out. I'll work out. I dropped the mic. He's dropping a microphone. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you very much for the super sticker, dude. I appreciate that. What is Aussie Jack sending? Are those squirt guns? I tried swimming at Emerald Lake with a giving suit. Nope, never again. A giving suit? Typo, or am I not knowing what that means? Emerald Lake. Emerald Lake. Yeah, that'd be cold. That's the one that's just north of Field, right? For beer. I appreciate it. I need to go to the beer store. Never seen them in Oregon. I don't think you can. No, they're not like available anywhere. It's online, or you go to their store in Arizona or wherever it is. You know what? I'm going to look it up because I haven't been on their Instagram account for a while. See, this is the problem. Is I open up my Instagram account, and then the first thing I see is a brand new bloody Dixon. This is how they get you. Look at that. It's yellow and black, and it's a bamboo. See, this is the problem. Victoria Baker. Woo! That looks like a little I was going to say an alien doing like an alien cheerleader because she's got very long pink hair and very blue skin. Thank you so much, Victoria. I appreciate that. Bloody Dixon, the Gold Rush bamboo. That's how they get me. Dixon Flannel Co. USA. Arizona. I was right. It's in Tempe, Arizona. That's right. They have a physical store there as well. Has work picked up for you? No. I actually was told, even though I got my doctor's note clearing me for work today, my work still said, awesome, see you tomorrow morning. We're just not busy enough. I've been told that that's fairly typical for mechanic works in July and August, unfortunately. A Tasmanian bamboo. See, I can't keep up with it. Now there's a Dixon in Australia, apparently. There's also a Dixon in the UK. Thank you for reporting the porn trolls. Ceiling fan, cold dinner. I love your cats. I just lost mine on the 24th. Oh, I'm sorry, Victoria. I just saw your other message now. That's a good life for a cat. 18 years old. I believe that's how old my first cat, which was my mom's. It was about 18. Maybe she made it to 20. I'm sorry for your loss. That sucks. Losing pets is the absolute worst. My condolences. Francisco is here. He says he's on time. You arrive precisely when you mean to. For beer or McDonald's, your choice. Thanks, Leopard Girl. Oh, you know me so well. I appreciate it. For beer or McDonald's. If I keep drinking beer, it's going to have to be McDonald's because I'm going to need something to eat. I miss your good morning Patreon vlogs. How else will I know what time of day it is? You're not even on my Patreon anymore, Rocio, I didn't think. But I wasn't keeping up with Patreon while I was in New Denver on my BC trip. I felt bad. I was doing the best I could, but being as under the weather as I was, all of my patrons were very supportive of it, though. And thank you all for that support. I appreciate it. McDonald's, no. A&W is so much better. To a point, Jennifer, I'll agree with you, but they've dropped the ball on so many things. Like their fries are mediocre. The paper straws drive me insane. I understand that's everywhere. They don't have ice. They don't have large drinks. Like, what? The burgers are pretty good, though. And their onion rings are great. hence why I miss it. Oh, well, you can come back anytime. But I know I'm bugging you. No guilt trip. It's just nice to hear you miss it. It means I must have been doing a decent enough job. Yikes, I've missed that. What was wrong with you? Oh, I got hand, foot, and mouth disease, Toby. My little girl picked it up at daycare, and me and her went for our vacation to see her grandparents. And she wasn't showing signs when we left, but man, did she show signs when we got signs when we got there. And she got myself and my little brother sick. Nobody else, thank God, got ill because it is a horrible disease that I wouldn't wish on anybody. Just insipid, vicious. Yuck. But I'm doing much better now. Douglas, I just got another kitten, Matt. That will be 4 dogs and 3 cats in my bus when I go. Oh, wow. Well, thank you very much for the super chat. That's awesome. You have a veritable farm on your hands, but at least you're in a bus. Wow, 4 dogs. Hopefully they're smaller dogs, Douglas, because dang. I was just talking to a friend today, and I was like, I love dogs. If I ever had a dog, it'd have to be a medium to small dog, and I'd have to have a high top. I don't know. I just think I would lose my mind. Props to people that can have dogs in their low top vans. Like, wow. I mean, it's hard enough in here with 2 stinky cats. I carry my own straw. Can't handle paper straws. Yeah, I've got stainless steel straws as well. They're in one of these drawers here, but I always forget them. And then I end up cursing the paper straws. Such silly mentality. Oh crap, hand, foot, and mouth is terrible as an adult. Sorry, Matt. Thank you, Divine. Yeah, it was no treat. I want to bring an In-N-Out burger to Canada. In-N-Out's pretty darn good. I had In-N-Out when I was in San Francisco. I walked all the way down that freaking street to Pier 39. Well, I don't know if I was went to Pier 39, but all the way down to the pier area where there's an In-N-Out down there, just because people were raving about it. Yeah, it was okay. My one cat is 20 pounds, though. He's bigger than 2 of the dogs. Tubbers! I never did have to deal with hand, foot, and mouth disease, but I heard about it a lot when my babies were babies. Well, I'm glad you only had to hear about it. Because, yeesh, you're the king of Patreon, Matt. Oh, thank you very much, Teresa. That's very kind of you to say. I don't know about the king, but I try to do my best. Bebop and Becca says, that's why I ended up with the shuttle bus. Great Danes don't fit in the transit connects. No kidding. Kayla, could you imagine a Great Dane? I mean, Draws is pretty much the size. He's darn close. He's not a Great Dane. He's a big boy. But Kayla doesn't live in the van full time, so I guess it's a little easier to do. But holy darn. Holy Dinah. Sorry, the sun was making the screen weird there. Now you can get real close to me while I read the chat. Like I'm 92 years old. I have a pug. I love him to death, but man, he stinks, snores, eats everything in sight. Totally not a lesbian-friendly dog. Oh, no. Oh, well, I bet you he's cute AF, though. But I'm semi-retired, and once mobile, I'll have a lot of time. Nice. I had a shitty start to my week. Found a dead dog on the road on my way to work. I'm sorry to hear that, Francisco. That's not a pleasant way to start your week, but hold your head high and move on with the rest of it. Yeesh. The Great Dane would be too much for the Connect. Yeah. Kayla has a pony, not a dog. Yeah. I love my St. Bernard and I want to get a Great Dane. You're going to add a Great Dane to that mix, Nicole? Yikes. The Dane's 120 pounds and 2 feet at the shoulder. My goodness. Sorry for those that may have just joined. I also have a pretty bad cough that I'm working through still. That's like left over from the bloody disease. Yeesh. At the campsite, everyone thinks he's a bear. Huh. What campsite did you end up at? Stella is a golden doodle, and I thought she was huge. A golden doodle. Sorry, that something about golden doodle just sounds real funny. 140 pound St. Bernard. No. Yeah, dog people are like really cool. Like if you're a dog person, you are a hardcore dog person. I love everybody else's dogs. It's the same idea of like being like the aunt or the uncle, right? Where like, I love my niece and nephew because they get to come over and I get to horse around with them and then they leave. That's like how I am with people's dogs. I love them, but then go away. YouTube surfing the other day and stumbled across my van. Would only modify little things when I'm at a point that I want to run away. Just do it. Just get the van and run away, Rocio. Screw it. The way the world is right now, it's the best thing you could probably do for yourself. Don't take life advice from me. Hot lemon and honey for that cough. Yeah. How about just hot water and honey? I don't have any lemon. I got lots of honey, though. That's how I am with cats. Yeah, exactly, right? Yeah, don't get me wrong. Like, I love my cats, but man, it's just like the amount of fur is just crazy. So I was seeing if my fridge was still on. That's the one thing that's annoying I need to fix about my fridge. Somebody was asking about it earlier, and I didn't even talk about this in my video. I'm just going to hold my shirts on my head out of the way. This is where my fridge is plugged in right here. It's a little 3-banger 12-volt like cigarette thing. And this is the plug for the fridge. If it's not in it the exact right way, it pops out and the fridge turns off, obviously. And it's not the fridge plug design that's at fault. It's the stupid plug-in that I have from Canadian Tire. If anybody knows of a really good 12-volt socket to do this with, where it'll go in and stay in like the ones that are built into our dashboards, please let me know. Nick says, used to have a wolf dog that was taller than my 6'4" when he stood on his hind legs and put his paws on my shoulders. Beautiful big boy and afraid of everything. That's funny. Yeah, when big dogs are terrified, that's humorous. Bourbon for the cough. Joseph's prescription is much better than the lemon and the honey. Where did it go? Well, that was rum. Joseph's got the cure-all. This is the stuff you got to do right there. Bullet bourbon, baby. As long as you approve that, Joseph. Nice swig of that right before you start your day. Just kidding. Why not cut off the socket and wire it into your fuse block? Yeah, I could. I've run out of fuses. When I installed the second ceiling fan back there, but this is running off a fuse. But I use this to like charge my internet and stuff, so to speak. I either need to get a bigger fuse block or sacrifice that plug altogether. You are correct. I could do that. Much approved, says Joseph. You and me, one day you and me are going to have some bullet bourbon, Joseph. What if the cure was mushrooms? What then? I'd suffer. I would suffer. It wouldn't be in silence, but I would suffer, and I would suffer loud. Fuck mushrooms. There's my one. Canadian Tire has good power outlets. I installed one of my fridge and added a switch as well. This one came from bloody Canadian Tire too, Blair, and it sucks. It's not holding the plug-in. I don't know. My Stella hates helium balloons. Mushrooms are gross. Channel demonetized. There you go. Now I know what I'm sending you next, Vanlife Plus. A socket or a fuse block? Yeah, the cats are particularly allergic for me. Once I've been petting them, I need to wash my hands. If I touch my face after petting them, my sinuses clog solid. Yep. Rocio's so funny. Mushrooms are fun, guys. Big bag of shrooms. Yeah, you send me that, I'll have a good little fire down here in Fish Creek Park. My dad makes special spaghetti sauce with no mushrooms just for him and me, as spaghetti sauce should be always made. This is like, you should never have mushrooms. Mushrooms have no business. I'm triggered. Nicole just set me off. My grandmother, I was like 5 or 6 years old, maybe a little bit older, must have been a little bit older, camping, made a homemade pasta sauce And I had been eating spaghetti and meatballs my whole little life. No mushrooms, just fine. This woman decides to put mushrooms in this homemade sauce, completely ruined the camping trip for me. I might be exaggerating that a little bit, but it happened, and I was flabbergasted. That was the first time I heard an adult lie to me. When she said, "Oh, Matthew, you can't taste them," then don't put them in, because it's bullshit. You can taste them. They're flavor enhancers. No, they're not. They're disgusting little nasty fungus sponges that taste like yuck. I'm done. They're basically grown in poop. Hello. Good night, Nicole. Or no, sorry, not Nicole. Nick. I will never let it go. I will never. Mushrooms. Look. Yuck. Matt, my late dad, even commented on my hatred of mushrooms in his toast at my wedding reception. And yes, I can't even handle the taste of mushrooms of any kind. And I tried. I gave it its fair shake. In my adulthood, I think I mentioned this before. I was doing like HelloFresh, those food delivery boxes or whatever, like the meals that come, you order them, obviously. And I decided to do the Mushu pork tacos once. I'm like, I'm going to give it a try. It's got taco spice in it. It's in tortillas. It's saucy. It'll be fine. I diced all those suckers up, all those bloody mushrooms, because that's what mushu means, with the pork, and I fried them up, and I made them, and I took a big old bite, and my body said no, and I physically got ill. So I know I do not like mushrooms. Pumpkin, mushrooms, and tomato can all go to hell. I like pumpkin pie. And I don't mind, like I don't like tomatoes, like raw tomatoes on like hamburgers and stuff. You can keep them, but I like ketchup and salsa, which is weird. But when it comes to salsa, I'm not a scooper. I'm a dipper and let all the chunkies fall off and just eat the liquid on the chip. That's how you do it. It's not only mushrooms, leopard girl. It's a big old pile of yuck. Some things you can be worked up about. It's fine. That's how I feel about onions. See? Adina doesn't like onions. She's wrong. But there you go. You get it. Not even the magic ones. No. I was told once I would be very interesting on magic mushrooms, but we never pulled that trigger. I don't see myself doing it now. Try blending your salsa, makes it easier for us dippers. Yeah, I did it a few times, making homemade salsa in a food processor with tomatoes and peppers and jalapenos and onions, and you just obliterate the jeebus out of it. Just you basically turn it into a milkshake. But it's so good, and you add your salt and your pepper, and you get the spice just right. So good. If I don't like mushrooms, I don't get to ride in your hoopty. Okay. Is that like a weird slang for something sexual, Kevin? I don't want anywhere near your hoopty. Was I always difficult as a child? 100%. My mother could only feed me. The only thing I would eat as a baby, the pablum, was carrots. That was the only pablum that I would eat. Everything else I would spit out. And so she fed me that, and she fed me so many that my skin turned orange for a very brief time, probably a day or two. But that was, yeah, I've always been a picky eater. Doesn't that make it gazpacho? I guess. I don't know. Yes, truffle oil is good. I love truffle oil. And I know it comes from mushrooms. I can't explain it. But those are like high quality mushrooms, I guess. But yeah, truffle oil. I don't know. Super weird. Another example of the don't like tomatoes, but like salsa. Don't like mushrooms, but I like truffle oil. Truffle oil just smells so good. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of melon either. I still don't like watermelon to this day. Like I can take it or leave it. It's not gonna I can eat it if I really want it, but I don't get it. And even this past week, my mom for the fifth time was like, "You don't like watermelon? You don't eat it? Really?" And I'm like, "Yeah, no, I like artificial watermelon flavor, but actual watermelon, yeah, it's just I don't know. I like the look of it. It's green and pink. I love those colors, It just, I don't know. And I'm not a fan of like honeydew and mango and cantaloupe and all that stuff. Just say no to chunky salsa. Vanlife. Put that on a shirt. Finally, something we disagree on. Love mushrooms, all kinds. And everybody can disagree. It's fine. Aussie Jack says, I was so picky that I was scared to eat fried rice because I thought I would turn Chinese. Love children. Unless that was like last week, Jackie. I don't know. We need a taco and burrito dinner live. Maybe that's the next thing I do. I think it's just too hot for me to turn on the stove right now. How's the audio level? My mic is like way over here. It's the external mic that we've had so many issues with, but is the sound, obviously it's okay. Nobody said anything. Red Dog Tag, good to see you too. Thank you so much for joining the live chat. Appreciate the support, my man. Is Brooklyn picky? Nowhere near as picky as me. She definitely has my eating habits. Her mother can attest to that, but she will still try things. What was she pulling out the other day? She just wasn't having it. Raisins. She loves grapes, but she was pulling the raisins out of her mouth, and she was, so cute. Mango, that's it. That's enough reported. Awesome. Sound is good. Cool. Good. Audio's good as long as you don't touch it. If I had a nickel. I won't eat anything new ever if I haven't had it and liked it. Don't even try to feed it to me. There you go. Audio is A1. Nice. Raisins are the worst. Touch the tip of the mic and try it out. Here you go. You shush, Rocio. I know how to work it now. Just the tip. Red Dog Tag asks, how am I feeling? Much better. I was very, very sick the last week and a half or so while I was on vacation in BC with my little girl. Unfortunately, I had hand, foot, and mouth disease. We've talked about it extensively tonight. Not fun. If you haven't had it, don't get it. If you have had it, my sympathies. Matt, you're already interesting. Now everybody's playing catch up. No sound, no sound. I'm a food separatist. Nothing can touch on my plate, says Jamie. Yeah, I used to be like that too. I'm still kind of like that, depending on the meal, I suppose. But I've definitely gotten better with that as I get older with food touching. That was always that thing when you were a kid where if you made a big deal about it not touching on your plate or touching on your plate, you made a big deal about it. People were like, what does it matter? It all going to end up touching in your tummy. Man, I don't care what it does after it's gone down. What it's doing in front of me is what matters. I like Raisin Bran, but only time I ever eat raisins. Raisin Bran's great. You top that with some white sugar. A whole bunch of milk. Delicious. Heck yeah. I like raisin bread too. I had that a couple times. That's something that I don't buy. It's only something that I'll have like when I'm with my parents. And this past week, they had English muffins and raisin bread in the house. I had both with honey. Oh, so good. Raisin bread with melted butter and some honey on it. Heck yeah. I'm 44. It's too late for me to give up the food not touching. That's fine. You can do whatever you want. Victoria's back. Welcome back. How you doing, Victoria? Most normal men like melons. No, you got that wrong, Leopard Girl. Most normal men like boobs, not melons. I will only eat raisin bread as toast. Yeah, 100%. I'm not a fan of raisin bread as bread. It needs to be toasted. Sorry, that's 100% what I meant. Yeah, toast with melted butter and honey. Hi, from Northern California, Overland Adventure Venimal. How you doing? Welcome to the live chat. Lovely to have you here. Cinnamon raisin toast. Yeah, 100%. See, Jackie gets it. Delicious, delicious. Glad I married a boob man and not a melon man. Right? Okay, wait, hang on. Something's going on here. The chat keeps going weird. Okay. Whatever. Okay, never heard that one. Food separatist. Is that like OCD? Yeah, I would imagine it would be very similar. Buns for me, I like buns. Are we talking about buns or booty? Ah. I randomly grope melons and say wonk wonk. I can totally picture Rocio doing that too. Just casually walking through the grocery store, just being like, wonk wonk, and then just continuing on. I substitute M&Ms for raisins whenever possible. Now that is a feat I would love to see. Just, yep. Could you imagine getting a piece of raisin bread, picking out all the raisins, and just stuffing M&Ms into it? Good night, Douglas. Thank you for joining. Okay, got to go. Let the dogs out. Have a great night, everyone. Matt, as always, thank you for the entertainment. You'd have bombed it. Thank you so much, Douglas. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I ain't got no shame. I don't look away. Wonk, wonk. Watermelon Red Bulls are magical. Yeah. Exactly. Jackie can attest to this as well. The watermelon hard mics are delicious. Artificial watermelon flavor is great. I especially love watermelon flavored like Bubblicious. But real watermelon, it's just like, I mean, I guess that's like the same thing for any artificial flavor. It's all heightened versions of that flavor. But man, watermelon, grape too. Grape bubblegum. Yep. I'm more of a shoulder or chicken wing person. But rather than melons, Sarah, is that what you mean? Sorry. All these stupid bugs, get out of my fan. Go away, carcasses. Airdrie in the house. That must mean Heather is here. There she is. Heather Undershoot. How you doing, darling? Or Van, per se. Airdrie in the van. Nice to see you, Heather. Thank you very much for joining the live stream on this balmy Wednesday. Balmy? I don't know. Here we go again. More bullshit. Who wants to go to the best adult dating site? They've got nude HD XYZs. I love how every time it happens, people just randomly yell, Kevin! Like he's the only mod here. I guess he is, unless Chris is probably baked. Heather says it's bloody humid. Right? I was complaining about the humidity in Alberta earlier in the live stream. It's been crazy this year. Just ridiculous. I hope you're finding ways to keep cool, my dear. The coconut ones are yummy too. Coconut Red Bull? Yeah, coconut anything is delicious. I got that new white pineapple Monster Energy. Those are good. You said coconut, made me think of pineapple. For some reason, those two go hand in hand for me. Oh, Chris said he was leaving earlier. Thanks, Blair. I didn't see that, obviously. Oh, Leopard Girl's nude at the moment, so we don't need them. Yeah, is Britain still under like the huge record-shattering heat wave? Cherie says, did I send you the watermelon candy or the orange cream? I can't remember. You think I'm going to remember? I ate it immediately. Like the watermelon slices with the sugar on them? I clearly stuffed it in my stupid face as soon as I got it, Cherie's. We aren't used to this humidity. We live in Calgary, for God's sake. Exactly, Jennifer. It's ridiculous. Yeah, humidity's brutal. No, I'm in bed, says Leopard Girl. Okay, well. I'm finally cooling down here, only about 90 degrees Fahrenheit today. Ugh. Watermelon, I believe. All right. Yeah, the slices. Yeah, you probably sent me the slices then, and I guarantee you I ate those immediately because they're like fuzzy peaches, but watermelon. Oh, so good. So good. Love getting candy in the mail. Can you tell? It's just like, yeah, check the candy drawer, says Melissa. All right. You know what, Melissa, since you asked so nicely, I don't know if I can. There's too much crap in the way. Look at Stella. Like, this is how stupid cluttered the van is. She's sleeping on the giant box. I mean, it is a bed. She's right underneath the new fan, so she's probably enjoying herself. 38 degrees Celsius. Oh, Blair, no, bro. That's brutal. 38 degrees Celsius. I'm telling you, Melissa, I probably already ate whatever Cherie sent me. Yeah, there's. Oh no! So these ones. We're talking about the Sour Patch ones. Yeah, these are good. This is like the third box in here. If that's them, yeah, I would eat them right now, but I need to have real food at some point. Check the candy drawer. How come Getter Better's not a moderator? I don't know. Does Getter Better want to be a moderator? I just like to lurk. I just like to drink and lurk for these. Yeah, she has a good time. That's why. Vanlife Plus can be a poopy head. That's factually inaccurate. Yes, there's a couple boxes of bottle caps left, Jackie. I want some sour ribbons right about now. Those would be good. Yep. 100%. Ugh, all this talk of candy. Where will you be sleeping? On the box as well. No, I moved the bloody box to the front of the van. It's a whole thing. It's quite a process. But it is what it is. Yeah. I'm not ignoring stuff, Kevin. There's a lot happening. So. Please give credit to Renee for getting the previous batch. She beat me to it. For deleting the porn. Thanks, Renee. Sometimes I forget Renee's here. She just likes to be like in the shadows, ready to snipe because she's a busy woman. She got a lot of irons in the fire, so to speak. I had some that tasted like orange dreamsicles. Couldn't remember which I sent. That was all. Gotcha. Those sound divine. You can send those next time. I'm just kidding. I got your back on the mods, Matt. Thank you, Tracy. I appreciate it. You just threw away sour ribbons, Nicole. How dare you? Sacrilegious. Don't need credit, but thanks so much. You need credit, Renee. Renee was one of the first ever huge supporters of me. We actually spoke on the phone, and she was the first. Calling her a subscriber sounds weird. It's true. She was a subscriber and a Patreon supporter. And before my first live, she reached out and we actually had a lovely conversation on the phone because she's moderated for other people before. And that was very cool. It was a very cool experience to have somebody reach out and want to offer support and guidance over something ridiculous that I'm doing. So you do deserve all the credit, Renee, not just for deleting porn bots. Well, good. A little blush never hurt anybody. Unless it's extremely hot still up there near Lake Wabamun, then I'm sorry, because blushing is just going to make you hotter. Yikes. The bomb Mac Daddy Shiznit. I mean, that might be overselling it a little bit, Kevin. Calm down. Oh, boy. I don't think Renee was at Oregon 22. She Canadian. Proud Canadian like me. I should join your Patreon. Let me grab the credit card. Oh, Melissa, we would love to have you there. 100%. I appreciate that. Even just the thought of it. Living Simply to Live is here, says Renee. Thank you. And hello to you, LSTSL. Oh, God, that made me laugh hard. What did I do for... Oh, Kevin. Something Kevin did. Renee's near Lake Wabamun, Jennifer. I'm not 100% sure where. I've never been that far north. I need to make an effort. I was damn close. Kayla and I were there not too long ago. We were in Edmonton. We should have gone, but it was such a busy weekend. Now, hello. Now living simply to live. I can't. Living simply to simply live. Hi. Yeah, I see. You were here earlier. Everybody relax. Renee, my dad named me after the dang place, right? I mean, it's better than being named British Columbia. Oh, thank you, Renee. I'm from northern BC. Yikes! How far north, Jennifer? Are we talking? What's that? What's that really far north? Not Fort Nelson. Starts with a W up in northern BC. Alberta says, my dad was born and raised in Calgary and wanted his very own Alberta Rose. And then he got it. That's exactly how I feel about Brooklyn. I still tell her that every day. Not about, I mean, that's your story, obviously. I don't call her my Alberta Rose. But I tell her that I was waiting for her for a long time because I always knew I wanted a little Brooklyn. And now that she's here, it's still sort of like, oh, it grounds me almost every day. Dake? Not Williams Lake. Yeah, they're doing one out, one in right now. Love a girl. This one's in, that one's going out. It's got an okay cross breeze. It's a lot better than it was. You were his fifth kid? Were the rest boys? Or the rest of them all boys? Wabaska? No. Here, I'll figure it out. It's gonna be like, it's not a W. I guarantee that's what's gonna happen right now. It's not gonna be W. It's just I met somebody when I worked for Life Touch that lived up there, wherever the hell it is. It's like somebody's first name. No, it's not Kitmat. But it's very northern BC. Smithers! Yeah, I knew it wasn't a W, but it's Smithers. Thank you, Alberta. Yeah. Chetwin. No, no, not Dawson. It was Smithers. So not a W. But yeah, Smithers, BC. He lived all the way up there. His name was Chris. I met him at training in Toronto, and he became like the one. Like he was like the sole proprietor of the Life Touch office up there in good old Smithers, BC. Didn't even know that place existed till I met him. I hardly ever talk about chocolate. What do you want from me, Katie? Talk about chocolate. Ooh, she went to Smithers with an X. Saucy. Wawa Walters. No, one older sister. But you're his Alberta Rose. So that's what he was waiting for. I don't know. It's the kind of thing. I don't know. Is it the same dad? Like you and your older sister have the same dad? Because yeah, I don't know. There's something about being a dad for a little girl. It's pretty dang cool. Kevin says 78 days and counting. I'm assuming that means until you actually get your van. Are we taking bets? Both our parents are the same. Nice. Crap. Wrong window again. Kevin! No wonder Renee's beating you to the punch. Oh, thank you, Leopard Girl. I appreciate that. Oh, your older sister's 17 months older than you. Okay, all right. That's darn close. That's your dad. We know what he liked to do in his spare time, let me tell you. That coming from somebody who, like, my younger brother is 6 years younger than me. That's a gap. Oh. 11. You've got 10 siblings? But wow. Marty from Oklahoma, how you doing, sir? Welcome to the chat. Lovely to have you here. Bet you it's hot down in good old Oklahoma. Calm down there, Rocio. American Pie. I clicked on one American Pie clip on my YouTube stream the other day. She called me a DILF, so maybe it wasn't me. She might have been talking about Kevin. But yeah, that whole MILF thing that started with American Pie. Those are great movies. I need to watch all 4 of them again. Not the spin-offs, not like band camp and stuff, but American Pie 1, 2, Wedding and Reunion. Those were like, yeah, those were great coming of age movies. Melissa, thank you so much for joining Patreon. I just got the notification, my dear. I'll send you a message when I'm done the live stream. Very kind of you to join. And yes, I have 10 siblings. I'm smack dab in the middle. Yeesh. I was named after a supernatural horror movie that came out the year I was born, 1977. There was a remake of it in the 2010s. I was named, okay, I like this, Divine Wrath. Hang on. It was a remake in the 2010s. How many horror remakes of names have there been? 1977. Oh, was it Carrie? I guess that's an easy one. Good for you, Kayla. Was Carrie 77? I guess it would have been. Oh, yeah, Melissa, I did get it. Sorry, I just thanked you. 100%. I got the notification. Thank you very much. Yep, Kayla nailed it. Not my favorite movies. It was a good book. I really like the book. There's a lot of history behind that book. But yeah, there's been a couple remakes, actually. You're talking about the remake. I guess the first remake was Carrie 2. Ugh. But that second one was with Chloe Grace Moretz. Yeah. Infinity War, Francisco. Nerd! Like Melissa comes back. There! I'm a patron. Did you get a notification? Most remakes are absolute crap, Leopard Girl. You're not wrong. Especially the Lion King live action remake. That thing was a pile of garbage. Elizabeth Ruth, I haven't been in so long. I've missed you, Matthew. We missed you too, Elizabeth Ruth. Hope you're doing well. Isabel's here too. Hey, sweetie, from Yosemite National Park, no longer in Dallas. I hope you come visit one day. One day, Isabel, you never know. Stranger things have happened. Hope you're doing good. Haven't seen you in a hot minute. I always wish I had Carrie's abilities, but no such luck. So just chased my sister with Foster Brothers 6-foot boa when she pissed me off. Good Lord. That's hilarious. Movies are horrible anymore. Watch Vanlife Plus. Thanks, Joseph. So does that mean the engagement is back on now? You and Kayla? Probably. Doing very well. Lost 118 pounds as of last night. I am officially not a diabetic anymore. A1C from 11 to 5.6. Fucking congratulations are in order. Good for you, Elizabeth Ruth. That's awesome. Out there kicking butt and taking names. Francisco, did you watch Love and Thunder? Yes, I did. I talked about it earlier. Where were you? Guess Who's Coming to Dinner? Best movie ever. You know what? Admission of guilt. I've never seen the original. I saw the stupid remake with Ashton Kutcher and Bernie Mac, but I've never seen the original. I need to put that on the docket. You were getting beat up, probably because all you were saying was Infinity War over and over again. That tends to happen. No further questions. It was great. I loved Love and Thunder. Francisco, I thought people were bashing it because it was too funny. I don't care. I thought it was great. Yeah, it does, from a actual critiquing standpoint, it makes no sense to be so funny. It diminishes the seriousness of some of the story they're trying to tell, and Thor is a total dumbass in the movie and goes against all the character development that he had in the first 3 Thor movies and all of the Avengers movies. But it's a comic book, so who gives a shit? I enjoyed the piss out of it. Bob Fleming says, "Did you ever meet Kroom?" I think you mean Chrome from Van City Vanlife. Yeah, met him last year in August, almost a year ago. That's when he shot my van tour, and that's what helped bring my channel to so many other lovely people. Did I think that Love and Thunder was edited weird? No. If it was, I didn't notice that it was. Good night, Joseph Malloy. Thank you so much for being here, man, and thank you for your support as always. You enjoy the rest of your week, sir. We will talk to you so soon. No, I have a copy of Moonstruck in that cupboard, right? Actually, no, it's right here. I can reach and get it. It's right. Oh God, there's so much stuff gonna come falling down because Lucky's always a mess as always. Yep, there comes something. Boom. But I haven't watched it yet. It's been too hot to just sit around and watch a movie in the van. I think they had a time crunch. Yeah, it could have been, I suppose. Elizabeth Ruth, Matthew, how have you been doing? I've been doing pretty darn good. The last week and a half, I was suffering from hand, foot, and mouth disease while on vacation with my little girl, which sucked. It was horrible. That is a vicious, cruel disease. But I'm better now. Thank you very much. I appreciate you asking. That's why the title says horrible disease. For people that inevitably watch this in replay. Oh, Cher is Loretta. Anyway, now it makes sense. Drunk Uncle Wonk. Oh, God. Hawaiian shirt disease. Baby girl's doing much better as well. She handled it the best out of everybody that got sick with the bloody disease because it came from her. She picked it up in daycare. She's doing much better. She had great spirits throughout the whole thing, which was awesome. Don't listen to anything Francisco says. That's also a fair point that you have to remember, Elizabeth Ruth. Anything Francisco says is probably a lie. Thank you, Elizabeth Ruth. I appreciate that. Esther's here. Glad you're doing all right now. Thank you very much, Esther. I appreciate that. Nice to see your name pop up in the live chat. Glad to know you've been here potentially a while, just listening and lurking. Okay, well, some things that Francisco says are accurate. Right below that, Sarah Rose. Francisco never lies. See? There you go. Thanks, Jackie. Yes, it is nice to be nice and relaxed in this chair, for sure. Still missing Kathy, though. Soul searching. She's around. I had a nice conversation with her yesterday. She's doing good. She had some personal stuff she had to deal with. Not like, I mean, some like bullshit financial crap. But she's doing much better now, and she will be around. I sprung this live stream, so I'm not surprised that she's not here tonight, but we should be seeing her fairly soon for sure. But yeah, that is. Here we go again, Kevin. Let's see if you can do it. Oh, there we go. Boom, 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 boom. Thanks, buddy. Renee. Now Francisco's yelling Renee. Terry Grace. Matt, so glad to see you. Hope you're feeling better. I'm feeling much better, my dear. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Hey, who knew the bots loved a Wednesday night so much? That's pretty crazy. This was a sprung live stream. How many have you been going for? 2 hours, 14 minutes. You're still here, Melissa, 100%. You don't need, you monster. We don't need no free titties. I'm showing that. Good job, Kane. Here goes again. Bye-bye, dating site. Yeah. Well, it is hump day. You're not wrong, Divine. Exactly. Somebody's taking it a little too seriously. just a tad. For your throat, cut up an onion, put in a glass jar, and cover with granulated sugar. Let it stream out liquid. About 8 hours, a spoonful when you throw. I might just give that a shot. You never know. The bots come in when certain words are brought up. Interesting. Maybe hump night is their busiest night. Right? Very well could be. Oh, Penny. Are you getting aired out down there? This is where she's been hanging out pretty much the whole live stream, except for a little stint on the driver's seat. You cooling off down here or what? Yeah. Oh, good girl. Good girl. Oh boy. Drink straight up boiled ginger water. Yeesh. I guess that might just do it. I wonder where my cousin is. She's supposed to be coming and picking up the Blue Eddy. She's going to borrow it for her camping trip that she's headed off on tomorrow night. Matt, how's the job going? How are the fur babies doing? The fur babies are doing great. They're both in great spirits. Stella bounced back from her illness really well. Work is, well, I've been sick, so I haven't been at work for quite a while. I will be going back tomorrow, finally, thank goodness. But it's very slow even when you are there. Apparently, this is just a very slow time of year. Other than that, it's going great. You're still going. How to drive home. Dang, kicked off from hearing you while driving, now watching while driving. That would be bad. Not watching while driving. That would be bad. Hi, Dreadwolf. There is a new taco shop by my house, Tin Roof Tacos. You better go get you some. Go get a taco, Sarah Rose. You let me know how it is. There's my cousin. Ah! Matt, did you take your P.O. box down? Can you still receive packages? Yeah, no, it's still in the description of all my videos, Terry. 100%. It is still open for business. Who's winning the crib tournament? Currently, Lindsay is winning by, I think, about 15, 16 points. All the games are currently live on the channel. Premier Lake was the last time we played. We were going to play a game in BC on this trip, but then disease and disaster struck, and it never happened. Hopefully, we can maybe have a redo on that over the Labor Day long weekend because I wanted to do it in the lake, the whole thing. But yeah, currently Lindsay is ahead. Tacos. Yeah, I'm getting hungry too. Maybe time to whip up a quesadilla or 3. Quesadilla. And it's gotten quite cool out. It's quite nice, actually. I'm not going to lie. Penny still thinks she's dying. Sprawled out on the floor. Oh, you bought some stickers? Thank you, Nicole. That's awesome. I think I knew that. I think maybe not, but thank you either way. Got some southern things I want to send you. Are you an extra large? With Dixon, I'm an extra large. I think with everything else, it's better to send 2XL. Unless, of course, it's from my own Bloody Spring shop. Then we know that 2XL is too large for me. But yeah, for the most part, 2XL was what I wear. Still on for the Friday meetup in Fish Creek. No, I won't be there, Esther. I think Mark spoke too soon. I've got my little girl this weekend. So I don't know if he's still going to do it or not. We talked about that earlier. I'll try to touch base with Mark at some point and maybe we will reschedule it. But as of right now, no, I won't be there this Friday. Got daddy duty. Have I looked at Hip Camp for camp right now? No. That doesn't really, I don't know. It doesn't really sound like something that Lindsay and I would be into. Maybe once I get out on my own, I could look into it, but we really enjoy the actual campgrounds. And Premier Lake was just, that was an odd campground because the sites were so close together. Normally, when we go to sites, they're not as close as that one. But no, I haven't looked into it yet. Mark is still up in Edmonton. It's also Wednesday, and his house has a steering wheel. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on. People were saying that there was something going on August 5th. Now people are saying Mark's in Edmonton. I have no idea. Also, hi, Chris. Yeah, and that sucks. I'm sorry that boss. Obviously, a lot of people think there is some sort of get together going on. Maybe it was because we can't cancel the last one because I was still in BC and dying. And yeah, I got my kid this weekend, and the last thing I want is a huge group of people. I just need to lay low with my kiddo and just re-energize, sort of thing. I'm not sure about hip camp. I'll have to look into it at some point. But oh, you know what, everybody? I think I'm going to leave this live here. It was an impromptu Wednesday. It was very nice to see everybody and chat and have a good time. I mean, it's always a good time. But now I got to be responsible and get to bed. I'm not going to go to bed right away. Let's get serious. But I do have to work tomorrow. Try to put in at least 2 full days this week. That'll be good. So thank you very much for joining the live stream, everybody. It was great to see you all here. Until the next one, go out there, be happy, be creative, be yourselves. Most importantly, be positive. And I'll see you all in that next one.